Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem. A bomb scare. Can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station.
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. The Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him, the kind you'd need a lieutenant's blessing to use.
I'll speak to the lieutenant here, see what he knows. It was my first undercover mission for TF-29. They had me undercover as an inmate inside an AUG-only supermax known as the Penthouse.
Would you consider this mission high risk?
The job is the job. What else is there to say?
Investors around the world today rejoiced at a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic Blade facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the Blade's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they are just wasting their time. This is Eliza Caselli, reporting to you live from Picus.
Was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Seraph Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, and turn those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go. And embrace.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Listen up, all of you.
We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his gin crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the gin from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said that Jin are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
تنهان عن قريب.
All clear here.
هذه المنطقة آمنة. ايش كان هذا؟ انا ما بحبش هذا المكان لانه بخوف على الاخر. شيء غلط بالمكان هذا. مش جاهز؟ مش العاصفة راح تكون هان عن قريب. أنا ما بحبش هذا المكان لأنه بخوف على الآخر. هذه الصفقة للأبد. صفقة للأبد. ايش هالمصيبة هذه؟ ما بتقدر تقتلنا كلنا. ايش حتى
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
دوشة دايما بيكون في حاجة تعجنن علينا.
والله خسارة نحط الرصاص على الولاد الشوارع دي.
طبعا طبعا. عملت كده؟
مش شايف اي حاجة غريبة. عشان المخزن المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comes breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
جيبولي!
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون ايه يعني؟
I'm certain it was not.
وهتشحن. انت كويس؟ انت حيوان ومش مسخرة.
No, this isn't possible.
Right to the end now.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jinn's communications booster, if you can disable it.
Roger that.
لازم اتاكد. ايه اللي بيحصل؟
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Singh any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
شكلنا لازم نروح نقبض عليه. المكان متخطر؟
Miller, I've disabled the Jinn's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Singh's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helo is inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, Strike Force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4, in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, Brown Nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the? The park has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on...
Greedy, making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Jensen, step it up! That chopper's about to take off!
Moving to intersect. Copy. Convert your target now! I'm out!
Jensen, we're out of time here. It's now or never. You've got to stop that chopper.
Miller, no go on target. Repeat, no.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all. We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! And planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
What kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people?
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation. Seraphine Ministries closely towards.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we cannot control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Multiple detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked.
A new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have Task Force 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All but 3. However, we did manage to extract the majority of the shipment.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
I'll secure your communications, Bob. Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hold off.
No, I'm afraid they are not. You just let my wife think. Come here. Yes, you. How?
Oh, so sorry.
I'm very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, poor. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Man? Seriously?
We could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. A hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
Just watch yourself, Glenn.
hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSM?
The neural subnet, sure. And TF-29 directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSM's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSM's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
away when talking about the AUG incident. What was he eating that time? Incident? Incident? Steve using the... That's an incident. What happened in May in 2047? Beyond terror any of us has ever seen. AUG incident? Try AUG travesty. Try AUG massacre. Armageddon, because that's where we're headed, thanks to the horror Illuminati and their humanity.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarah.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while after what happened in Prague yesterday. Look, son, whatever reasons you have for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the death. On time. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. It was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage. And while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. There wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rocaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life, because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
Nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
no reason involved, only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the Utrecht complex.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague...
There was a terrorist bombing at the local church.
But ARG had nothing to do with that. We are...
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing. The third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live. I guess
His daughter not so long ago?
Yes, Christelle. A nice girl.
He is just a poor orc with the wrong enhancements and the wrong connections. He outgrew his usefulness. More than you thought.
There's just never enough time.
I can hear explosions in my sleep. Man, like this happening over and over again. And they won't stop until the city is destroyed. Until the world is destroyed.
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
I sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Yes, good choice.
I have everything I need.
By now, you won't have to come back. You need to pick me up. You're trying to give me a reason?
I have searched for salvation, but found the answer. We survived the siege of your friend. Join
Biocell, singular.
Right over there. All right.
One there to shoot you and no one will care.
Что?
Hey, get out of here. Walk away before I decide to kill you.
Stává se tady z toho golem sit.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Some of us remember the building. I prayed that the mother would change her mind. Who gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. Do not give up faith in the church. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not disappoint. Do not give up faith in the church.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
And like always, change is 35. But the same. For the bright future is at hand, our Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Something you should find satisfaction? Read
Back
my
home,
hands.
you'll already be dead.
I was lost like you, friend. In face of persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself and my own.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Do not hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer. Faith in the machine gods is with you. Seek and you will find. You will find me, gods of the machine. You will find
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
There is only so much we can do.
Sure Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers. You will be fine, I promise. Do you despair for your future? Do you search for something? Something you never seem to find satisfaction?
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
Come, Gilbert. Do not hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer. Faith in the Machine God will bring you peace.
Credits up front. Что за хуйня?
I'll be on my way.
Блядские юбки.
You will find the arms of the machine. Find belonging in oneness and singularity. I am searching for salvation, and I have found the answer. Wisdom lies in the machine, God.
Ours is the man. He'll set you up.
In our bodies,
Relax, friend.
our augmented bodies, lies our salvation. Join us, brother. You are one of the gifted, friend. Join us in the Machine God. The Church offers solace to all the augmented, brother. Do you
Seeker, are you prepared for the Ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close, and the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the Church to guide me. What would you like to know?
This Singularity Church of the Machine God. For augmented only?
The word of the Mother. Only the gifted will ascend. She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive, to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess, he's one of the flesh-flawed.
No, he simply had a crisis of faith. But I am not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the Machine God. This is the ascension.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Joseph called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
I saw your Builder upstairs. He's not doing so well.
I was afraid of this. His flesh is failing, as his faith did. Perhaps the Mother was right to cast him out before he could tarnish the Ascension.
Doesn't say much for your church that you abandoned someone for asking questions. Not going to do much for your recruitment drive.
One of the chosen holds vigil. That is all I can do. Joseph's passion turned to bitter poison, and the flesh is weak. There is nothing more to say, Seeker. Do you have more questions?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
Of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness of singularity.
I'm sure. Have you heard of this Church of the Machine God? It seems perfect for us.
You live in the shithole too, or just visiting? As if anyone would visit here.
Are you sure? I do not think that sounds right. Brothers and sisters, only all the answers you need. Do you despair for your future? Hard to tell what it was or what it was.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na Ružičkově nádraží se stále pohřešuje několik...
You looking for the best prices in Prague? Not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
So wait.
What?
What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about crime.
He got rowdy and then realized that was it.
You think it is bad here? On the street? I would still rather be here than shipped to Golem City.
Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed. Cannot wait for this district to be turned into condos.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card. You'd hate to be called those.
I'll find you. I'll find
that throne doesn't come over here again. Weakness. Any idea what today's take is? Hope it doesn't start raining. Hope it doesn't start raining. Elena would look better.
Try to look professional.
Police are just as corrupt as the rest of us.
Looking forward to the day.
Don't blow your cover.
That artist was pretty cute. I'll have it. Well, at least the weapons look almost right. That artist was pretty cute. I'll have it. I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now?
Don't blow your cover.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Did something happen? look professional. Elena would look bad when she...
It must be wedding time soon, yeah?
Dracomir can come up with a pretty good scare. I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now?
We got this.
Dark.
Fucking rookie. No pride.
Anyone looking at trunk?
Moving. Just make sure no one touches the wall.
Start throwing shit out the
Too exposed. I hate these open spaces.
How much more time do we have to waste here?
I am convinced.
All these no more excuses. Find you.
Hold up. Heard something.
In movies, there is always a secret door. Go on the books.
Gawler, you little shit.
Let's check it out.
Is empty.
You'll pay for that cannon!
Was the main office empty?
20 times already.
To just stay here.
How did he escape us?
This is it. Let's fucking go!
Don't you know what a disappointment you are, Yoba?
Mark yourself for death, Yoba! Moving! Shoot him now! Get him on your hands! Revoluchka fights better than you!
Keep shooting!
Come on and fight away! Not going to work.
Fuck! I don't see him!
Now, we just let him out, Musha. Really? I'll keep watch from here. You stupid asshole! At least put up a good fight!
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
Above us! Try to flank him! He's gone!
This place is a fucking mess.
Was the main office empty?
All these books, or he just leaves them out to look smart?
Что? Hello.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Access granted.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man! You remember the title of my super secret... That book, right?
I remember it's red.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
They're not gonna be a problem anymore. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
What exactly are you going to do to me?
I'm not sure yet. First, I gotta get in there to see what's wrong. But don't worry. I'm not gonna do anything to you I wouldn't do to myself. I promise. Besides, you've been here a few times. You know I'm professional.
You've never had to put me under before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system, man. Kaboom! Now, you want me to fix you or not?
Hang on a sec, you gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
All right, let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease up. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah. David Seraph installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You've said that before.
See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you wanna use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. Help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Seraph installed all my AUGs. If there's something inside me I don't know about, he's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Saris' work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
You ever seen anything like this before? An AUG system that's deliberately hidden like that?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what. Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is untested, unfinished, unbelievable. It's beautiful is what it is.
Why would Sarif have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. It was a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... it would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise. I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis. Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
You want to be an accessory? Go away.
I always thought they were like Krishnas that hang around the airport. It freaks me out. It all seems a little too doomsday culty. I think
My wife is going to kill me.
I hate that these terrorists are winning. My friend is terrified to ride the metro after what happened at the Ruzicka.
Yes?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Almost. You have returned, Seeker. Are you prepared to open your heart to the teachings of the machine god?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
Are you sure? We have the answers. Overcome the God of flesh and stand, Seeker. Our augmented bodies lie our salvation.
Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Whatever you need, I've got it. Credits up front. Was that all? Come on, I can tell you have more credits.
I'll be on my way.
That's it. Big spender. pushing your luck.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Don't touch my things.
Please do your best! He's dead, man!
My fuck!
Hey, we did it.
How to tell where it was or where it's gone? Seems to have quieted down.
Future. It is the dawn of a new age.
Ours is the man. You'll set you
Back
up.
home, he would already be dead.
Credits up front. Yes, good choice.
I have everything I need.
By now, you won't have to come back.
Biocells, painkillers. Right up.
future is at hand for our
You can do this. Relax.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I, for one, cannot wait to learn more. This is Eliza Cassell, reporting to you live from Picus.
Tradition. Precision. Refinement. Static watches. It's about time. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Details recovered from the black box recording suggest that the man may have suffered flashbacks of the all over the world, grew into a psychotic illness.
I was lost like you did. Facing persecution and hate, I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body. So long. I have searched for salvation, but I have found the answer. With the life of the machine God's friend. Choices. Beginning of a new age, and like always, chasing the search, fire, blood, pain. But a bright future is at hand for our Seek and you will find, my friend.
Listen, Nora, let's make this one here in our simplifications, which we are calling grandma.
Tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind that faced it afterward.
The loss of life on both sides was considerable, but instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
But when legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason involved, only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the Utrecht complex.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not allegations?
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague,
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Earlier today, the train station fell
I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body. No longer. Church of machines.
There's no way we can secure an area like this.
Just stay calm, Brad.
All the
Shoot better.
answers. In our bodies. Our augmented.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
The U.S. government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented races. In China, meanwhile, a group of protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution, vigilante
Please, leave me alone.
Excellence. Santo, restoring the past.
In which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam. Today, I'm here to bring you European-based construction giant.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Its flagship project, a glittering engineered city named Rapia, is slated to be
What do they want this man to do?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I thought you were forced to leave your native Germany. Were there not allegations?
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in the car,
There was a terrorist bombing at a local church.
but Arg had nothing to
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
all find our way to the machine god. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. Seeker, you are here to see the builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wake him. I do not know if he will recover. Some of us remember, builder. Do not give up faith in the church.
There is always
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Was the normal message was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind.